All right, so listen, I want to go into the next topic, and basically, I wanted to kind of.
I know, but just cut out.
Oh, sorry, you guys were in moment of silence.
No, but you just like it was not even
a little
easy, bro.
fade out or something.
All right, hold on. Right, wait. All right. Yeah, we're good now.
I just wanted to,
You just wanted to point that out.
I just wanted to appreciate everyone that participated.
Listen, no, but don't go nowhere.
No, in that topic.
Yeah, but it's still here.
Well, I know you're gonna get another deep conversation, but I don't want you to skip out here. I need to discuss Leanne's actions. So at some point you need to come back. Right?
This guy is talking about Love Island, yeah, and he's scared that we're going to end the show without talking about Love Island.
Listen. I want to talk about Love Island, yeah?
Shout out to Black Twitter.
Oh, can you see Leanne, yeah?
Shout out to all Black Instagram, yeah, because you guys are
Leanne,
powerful.
you got your just rewards. Anyway,
I don't know who she thought she was.
let's hold fire.
It looks like
Hold on.
It looks like we're going there.
Hold on.
So we just touching it now?
No, listen.
Alright, we're coming.
Go, Jackson. Peace.
This is not me, this is him this time.
No, but you got. I don't want to.
I say what I'm saying. Right, listen, on a serious note, obviously, Kobe Bryant, 41 years old.
Absolutely.
Legend in the game, passed away in a horrific helicopter accident with his daughter Gigi. Honestly, it touched my soul, man, because
it touched everybody.
Yeah, it touched everybody. Yeah, of course.
Especially if you've got children.
Parents. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, wow, I was just thinking about my son. Son's a few years older. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. And then everyone's coming out with these Insta things, and it's like, oh, this was predicted there, blah blah blah. Like, I don't know, like the Simpsons and all that stuff. It's just crazy. Like, I think we just need to show a lot of love and respect for it. But one thing that it did have me thinking.
Yeah.
Sorry, these guys are looking funny. You okay?
Carry on, bro.
Okay.
We can't be. Yeah.
Have I said something? All right, cool. So basically, it's got me thinking, and the reason why I say that is because what are we doing? What legacy are we leaving behind as people? So it's like because listen, tomorrow's not promised to either of us, to any of us. Yeah, we can go at any time. So what has your impact on the earth been? What have you done to be remembered? How will you be spoken about when you've gone? And also, we need to start looking at collectively as well, what are we doing to give our kids a stepping stone in life itself? Because
for me,
we might not be here. I'll let Dwayne go.
Oh, you let Dwayne.
I'll let Dwayne speak.
Yeah, for me, that is an important factor, a stepping stone for my children. Ultimately, that is what I focus on, and that is what I live for. I make a lot of sacrifices in my own life. You make sure you've got your life insurance in case something happens to you, so your children are always set. But it isn't as easy. Like I said, obviously outside of life insurance, there isn't much for me to pass on to my children. And
but in terms of finance,
yeah, stepping stone,
and a stepping stone. That's
I can
mainly
provide them
what
with
I'm
education, but I'm
finance.
not balling. I mean, there isn't a massive stepping stone forward. If I pass, they're comfortable. But at the end of the day, without me passing, I would like to be able to leave things behind for them, and that's what I'm working hard for right now.
Okay.
And a lot of people, especially.
Sorry, because I know it sounded like I was attacking you, but when you said like there isn't much you can, but you kind of corrected that because there is a lot you can do. Like, so in terms of leaving something behind for your children, but you said you're working towards that now, so that's cool.
Yeah. No, and that's I think the main point for me bringing this up is that let me talk about myself. I'll talk about myself personally first. I've noticed, that over the last, I calculated with my wife, I've had a bit of an upturn work-wise. Everything's kind of comfortable, and I noticed that I bought a lot of trainers and I bought a lot of just crap, clothes, just spending money, technology, all of this, and I've spent a lot of money on crap.
Can I just pause you for a second? People who are listening to the show, everybody listening to the show, listen, if you don't know Craig loves an item, he loves a gadget, he loves the Jordans. Loves Jordan.
Oh,
where is boys? And we've been telling him this for a second.
Yeah, but now listen, I'm a sneakerhead. I love trainers.
Man will queue up, man will go and raffle tickets, man will do anything.
I'm not going to take any criticism from Dwayne to my left. Honestly, just show some respect because, bro, when I'm talking here, you should just be saying, yeah, Craig, you know what, talk for the both of us.
So didn't Dwayne queue up for Hirachis?
No,
yes, he did. And he bought the whole family Hirachis. But anyway,
yes.
that's neither here nor there.
They got Yeezys as well.
Let me get back to my point. So my point is that my focus and the forefront of my thinking has not been creating that stepping stone. Whilst I'm, collectively, me and friends are trying to do something in terms of getting onto the property ladder, making sure that we've got something that we can pass on, businesses, etc. But at the same time, you've got to look at yourself and think, could I be doing more?
Could you sacrifice more?
I had to take a look at myself about 2 years ago, and this is, and you know what? Sometimes shame can kick you into doing something positive.
100%.
Yeah, because what happened was it was a conversation that I had with Dwayne. I had it with I think Nick was involved. Marlon might have been involved, but they were talking about purchasing property. And the first thing I thought about is I would love to do this. I earn enough money. I've got all of these things. I can get involved in this. But you know what? My credit was absolute toilet.
Yeah.
And in fact, this was about 4 years ago. Yeah.
The problem with that is that that's not totally your fault. You're not taught anything about credit growing up.
Correct.
So therefore, you end up with poor credit without actually knowing about credit.
But my point would be, I knew enough at the time that I could have been doing something
Damage is
before
done.
having that conversation.
Damage is done.
Yeah, the damage is done, but it could have been fixed by now. That's my main thing. It could have been fixed by now. And enough of us, we don't seek the financial education. We just allow things to just be and accept them for what they are. So I've been on a process of trying to make sure that I, one, get things in my name, to clear them, to make sure that you're below 50%, having a credit card, getting a credit limit, but make sure you're below 50%, pay off full balances, make sure things are paid on time, doing all of these things. But you could do this for free. Go to clearscore.com, and this is not sponsored, but go to ClearScore. No, honestly, go to clearscore.com.
Hit us up.
But the reason why I say that is because it's governed by Equifax, and Equifax is one of the main providers that they go to, or sorry, credit monitoring people that they refer to when you're getting any type of credit.
Yeah.
So again, I had a CCJ in my name I knew nothing about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it just so happens that it was coming off of my credit file, so it was quite lucky. But these are things that I just didn't know because, bless my parents, they didn't teach me.
Right,
Like
I'm
Dwayne
just
was
about
just
to
saying.
say that. I think that ultimately, as parents now, it is our job, as we know that coming out of school, we weren't taught these things. So for me, you have to be teaching your children about CCJs, about credit. So when they come out of school, they are fully understanding what they're getting themselves into.
Financial literacy.
Yeah, and I think
Exactly
that for far too long, I speak about myself and black people that I know, we haven't done that. We have just gone along with the way things have been without educating ourselves, and that is why we found ourselves in these positions. Like, come out of school, got a catalogue, it's all of that, the catalogue ran up the bill, and it is what it was.
Bro,
kind of thing.
I'm with you on that, bro.
And that's what I'm saying, but I don't know what kind of damage that was doing, and then I had to learn a few things as I was getting older.
Yeah.
I obviously flipped the game and done my own thing and got out of that, and now my credit is all good.
Ballin'.
But the reality is that everybody doesn't have that. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be able to teach your children these things.
And the thing about it is, what I'd like to say is, it's not as grave a situation as you may think.
Yeah.
It can take literally a year of grafting, paying off just bit by bit by bit, or even maybe 2 years. Yeah, say 2 years out of your life where you say to yourself, all right, I'm going to commit to paying this. I'm going to commit to clearing this. You don't have to. I mean, do something that you can find that financially is viable for you on a monthly basis. But after those 2 years, you can set yourself free. You can get yourself on a
100%. Property
ladder, and there's so much that you can do once you've got good credit scoring. Like guys have said, in terms of learning, we weren't necessarily taught that, and that's not a dig at the generation before us.
They didn't know any better.
And this is the thing, they had to deal with a different set of guidelines, a different set of navigation in terms of they came over to this country, they had to survive, they had to put food on the table, to put a roof on over the children's head. Now that's kind of standard for us. It's now for us to push the boundaries and teach our children exactly what financial literacy is.
And I think that's what it is with us. I think that our generation is currently playing catch up. Yeah. So we wasn't taught, because our parents were dealing with other circumstances that we may not have to deal with now. We're now playing catch up with the financial game.
But the thing about it is, why we're in a better position is because we have the information at hand.
Yes.
Whereas our parents and our grandparents didn't have that. You know? So
Listen, let me read out a couple of comments. 100% I back everything. I'll tell you what as well. It's very weird to me to agree with Darren and Dwayne because it just doesn't happen. But it is what it is.
You don't talk sense. That's what it is, bro.
But listen, he clearly talks rubbish. As you just said. Right. So Ashley Banks says these are the type of combos we need to be having with our kids from young, so they understand it's wrong for sure. Leisha said, I'm with D on Love Island chat. Yeah, we're coming to that. I promise you, we're coming to that.
Hey,
right. Ashley Banks said, multiple life insurance policies are a must. And you know what, guys?
Yes.
That is something. I know Dwayne especially. Listen, I told the guy a few years back, yeah, I got life insurance. His brother was on to me. Bro, you got to make sure you sort out life insurance. But as much as his brain is not there, because I did tell you, Dwayne, yeah, you called me twice after, but I did tell you. I respect it because this is the things that friends should be doing, in it. Not just calling your friends to tell him what the next rave is. He does that as well often, but
no, don't try it.
Right, listen, you got blue dreads, you go raving, yeah?
Nah, let me know. Why you got blue dreads?
No, you can't answer that blue question.
I have no questions. I do no questions.
Ah, so you just rocking the blue dreads. No questions allowed.
No questions.
I feel you, Baji. I feel you.
He's not just rocking blue dreads.
He's unique, man. Leave it.
He's rocking blue dreads, eating bacon and drinking rum.
No, I don't
You
even
know what? No one can't say nothing, bro. Man told me no woman, no crying. But you know what, yeah. Anyway, let me get back to it. Yeah, Delicate said, yeah, I've tried to instill morals and good values, plus any assets I have is split in my will, plus life insurance. I'm worth more dead than alive. She's put the laughing emoji, but
that's the truth.
So that's the truth for so many people.
But it shouldn't be. I think we need to work towards the point where it shouldn't be that.
Bro, listen, and without going too deep, we all, over the last couple of years, I know a lot of people who have had death in their families and have been placed under severe pressure simply because the person who passed away wasn't able to sort out the situation, and it doesn't take much to do it. You know what I mean? Like, let's not place that burden on our children. Let's not place that financial pressure on our children. We can do this.
But like you said before, our parents, what their priorities when they were raising us was different to what ours are now. We're more, we're more aware of society and financial burdens that we're faced with, and I feel like our children now coming up are going to be more aware of what the pits and downfalls of what society and money will.
But this is bit, I've always said, and I've pushed for a long time, that I wish that part of the school curriculum was financial education. You know what I'm saying?
School don't care about that, bro.
But it's in there.
Is it?
Like,
I don't know.
Like, when I was looking for schools recently, that was one of the things that was in many of the schools I looked for.
Schools are geared up to make employees. That is the
Please don't get
main-
started with this.
Yeah, but that's the main focus of a school. Employees, and what makes it worse is it's so dated. It's on factory employees. It isn't. It's not suited for today.
And you know what?
And that's why it's your duty as a parent to educate your children
and I had that extra education.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, Mrs. Jude's daughter, that's her name on Instagram, __. And that's one of the things to leave our children with, financial literacy. She said, yes, life insurance is important, but without financial literacy, they don't know what to do with the money.
Yes.
And I totally agree with that. And
say
give them books to read, Ashley Banks has said. This is a book that opened my eyes a long time ago. I had to read it twice to really get it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
I only read that recently.
Listen, the first time I read it, I was just reading words. It just wasn't sinking into me. But again, I rate whoever it was at the time. I don't know if it was my parents. But anyway, I was given the book and I read it. Again, I read it maybe about 8-9 years ago.
You have to read that book several times.
And it really kind of sunk in.
We speak on that book like there's only one.
Exactly.
There's so many different versions of that book, like different, and it teaches you so much more. But I think everyone always talks about just the one. There are so many other.
Living Thursdays.
Had to catch up on some point.
I missed the comments. Guys, I missed the comments. I'm so sorry. Let me just ask you guys now. So coming a little bit away from obviously what you're going to leave your children, etc. What do you think you've contributed to this world, and how would you be remembered right now? I'm not trying to say that man's going to go away or nothing.
I think.
How would you be remembered right now?
With me, I think that because of my line of work, I'm a foster carer. I feel like I'm contributing. I take kids in and I give them a better life, and I try to set them up for a better future. On top of that, I've obviously taken the time to work with disabled children and give their parents time to have a break while I take those kids out and again help them. I'm also a coach, whereas I'm coaching football, I take the time to put life lessons in because I feel that's more important to me. So there are many times, like, even down to like, kid come to me, oh coach, my laces need tying. No, coach, can you tie my laces please? And I'll provide those kind of lessons just so that the children understand that it isn't just about football, it's life lessons that I'm providing for those kids. So I feel like, and even down to the books that I've written with the education of melanin and not allowing people to touch your body and so forth like that, I feel like I'm contributing enough. There's a long way to go, but I feel like I'm doing enough that I can be satisfied that I'm making a contribution to it.
I feel like you should have answered that question last. I'm not going to lie to you because you said a lot of fantastic points. Yeah. So now, Darren, over to you.
Dang. I hate you. No. Do you know what it is? I'll be 1000% real with you. For me, I think my gift to the world is through my children in terms of the people that they're going to be. I don't think it's like when I look at myself, I'm kind of the person that keeps myself to myself. But I want my children to be amazing people. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I want them to be business savvy. Yes, I want them to be financially literate. But above all, I want them to be stand-up citizens who people can look at and say, you know what, those are good people. Those are examples of how we should be in this world. Do you know what I mean? My journey ain't done yet, and I feel I've got a lot more to offer the world. But so far, I think what I would have to say is it's by teaching through my children.
It's a very good answer. Riggs, what do you say? Riggs is looking at me like, what? You gonna go? I'm gonna go.
Riggs,
I'm
no
going, Riggs.
pressure.
Come on, Riggs.
To be honest, I was thinking the same thing.
What was me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what? We can't even go into what I was gonna say because
adverts.
oh, damn place there.
Don't worry.
Hey,
Come on
listen,
the other side.
stay locked in, guys. Smash that. So listen, if you're just locked in, before we was just talking about what have you done, what would you be remembered for, what have you kind of contributed to this earth. Dwayne gave some fantastic examples. He gave about 5,000, and then Darren went on, so he spoke about his kids, and
Very
you know what?
eloquently, I might add.
Nah, he 100% did, and he was under pressure with it as well, just like Rakes is right now.
Like I said, I agree with what Darren said. My child is my legacy. He is going to be he is a wonderful human being. He is a pleasure for everyone that comes into his presence. And on top of that, I support everything that he does. Big up myself.
Man, said I support everything that he does.
Rakes, you done well with that. You know what? I would say in terms of what I've contributed, I think obviously I'm going to go on the same trail in terms of my kids. I've got the oldest child out of all of us.
You had to look around like
I know, you just got to double check. Listen, man, don't keep secrets, you know. Don't. That's how you don't know if you have to keep secrets. We've had a few secret babies in a circle and stuff. I had to look around and check, make sure that I see who's here.
Let's be clear. Not in this circle, in this room, right?
Alright, but now listen, my son especially is 16, so I can kind of see now this transition from boy to man. And I get overwhelmed at times at what he's become. There was obviously the GCSE results.
He makes me proud. So
this guy, he's just so laid back and relaxed, and he's got so much manners. He's got a dope personality, and I'm like, wow, I contributed to that. You know what I'm saying?
Credit to his mum still.
No, that's what I said. I contributed, not all me. Yeah, and 100% credit to my wife that she's done a fantastic job. And he makes me
There's
proud.
a but here coming.
No, there's no buts when it comes to this. And then obviously I look at my youngest son and I see him obviously coming up, and I see his personality and the way in which he is shining right now. And he's a big personality.
He's a mini youth.
He's a big personality, but I can see that he's coming up with certain traits and he's got his mind focused because he's now following in the footsteps of his older brother, which
You say that,
I think is great.
I see you in him.
Oh, serious?
I see you in him a lot, and I think he looks to you and he's following that.
And listen, I call him my shadow.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I call him my shadow because he's with me probably more so than anyone in my household. It is just what
I
it
was
is.
thinking back to last week, bro. He's definitely you.
This guy is made for the camera.
He's a funny guy, but at the same time, in terms of obviously what
you
I
ain't funny little fam.
Oh, man, just shut my down real quickly, you know. Shut down.
and
I'm
simply
playing.
But nah, but in terms of obviously what I've contributed, I would say that I've provided proof and evidence that you can change your life around. I've gone through some real tough times in life, we won't delve into right now, but I've gone through some real tough times in life, and I've managed to turn that around even when I had not the doubt of my parents, but they were telling me to possibly look in a different direction, to not follow what I considered my dreams and then go in the direction that I wanted to go in. And I was able to turn that around. And there are a lot of black males especially that go through hard times, through the system, through all different type of things, and are not able to change their life around and to create something positive. So I am that person who at least can stand up and say, you know what, yes, I've been there, but now I'm here, and I can show you how to do that. And you must believe in yourself and ultimately just work hard. You've got to be dogged. Yeah? So that's my contribution, guys. Listen, I feel like I'm alright. I'm not going to lie. Alright, listen. But one person actually put on the comments, and sorry, I'm reading this out, so I didn't see who it was from beforehand, but they said, what would people say about you? But before we get into that, I'll give you a little chance to think. I want to read out a few comments because people have said exactly what they, how they would kind of be, what they would do or what they've done
To be remembered.
Yeah. So, right, we've got here. You don't give yourself. Sorry, Find Your Niche has said. Oh, I lost that. I lost those comments. Find Your Niche has said, you don't give yourselves enough credit. You are all making a big impact on our community via this platform. And you know what?
Big up Find Your Niche.
I appreciate that.
But you know what?
I think we take it for granted.
No, I don't think we do take it for granted. Because it's not for us. It's not for us to say it. But as long as we see that people are seeing that and recommending us for doing so, I'm happy with that.
But I think I agree with Craig. I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for what we do discuss and how it has an impact on certain people.
Shout out Miss Kells, 1712. I've got to read out the whole thing, man. That's family as well, boy. Right, so Thierry said, big up all our kids, man. 1000% my extended family. Yeah? Right, we've got Danny MC81 that said, black males are let down in our community. It's down to us to uplift our black men. And you know what? This goes on fantastically well because I'm going to line this up to go in the direction of the way. I've got the number 10.
I want to see how you're going to play the through ball to lift
this is what I'm saying.
Listen, weight of pass is everything, you know.
This is what I'm trying to say. Listen, watch me play, because my first touch is on madness, right?